Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. APC crisis. Buhari moves to break the ranks of stubborn NWC members. Whoa, this is getting serious, my people. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We know that yesterday NEC met and the meeting was led by Buhari. And guess what? They have formally dissolved NWC. But guess what? NWC members are proving difficult and have said that um, they are going to the courts. They are going to sue NEC to courts that they have no jurisdiction. There is no point. There is no place in their constitution that gives them the enablement to be able to behave in that way or have a meeting without their consent. Remember that Oshiomhole has been suspended. As we speak now, NWC is fighting Muhammadu Buhari, saying that they are going to court. But guess what? Buhari, that man, he's putting things in place. He's breaking their ranks and curbing every stubbornness of NWC members. Let's get into the news and get all the details. APC crisis. Buhari moves to break the ranks of stubborn NWC members. After the controversial dissolution of the National Working Committee (NWC) of the All Progressive Congress (APC) on Thursday, President Muhammadu Buhari is making moves to break the ranks of the SAC NWC members who have rejected the president's action. The leader led 18 members of the NWC, in a statement on Thursday, said the National Executive Committee where the decision was taken to dissolve the NWC violated the APC constitution. Article 25, subsection 1 of the constitution of the APC is expected that only the national chairman or the National Working Committee (NWC) is given the prerogative of summoning the meeting of the National Executive Committee (NEC) of the party, either for stationary inquiries meeting or for an emergency meeting, the statement reads. The same provision of the Constitution makes it compulsory for a source of the minimum of 14 days in respect for the meeting to convey, 7 days if it is an emergency meeting. The statement was signed by Mr. Ete and the party acting national chairman, Wazuri. They said they were studying the unfolding drama and would be consulting with the stakeholders and a team of lawyers on the next step of action. The APC-NEC meeting, which was held at the presidential villa, appointed a 13-member critical committee to run the party. The committee is headed by Governor Malam Buni of the Yobe State. Mr. Buni was the national secretary of the APC until his election as the governor in 2019. The critical committee is to coordinate and conduct the party national convention to elect new leadership of the APC within the next 6 months. The NEC also referred the APC leadership primaries in Edo State, which produced Osage Iyamu as the party governorship candidate. Apart from President Muhammadu Buhari, the NEC meeting was attended by Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, state governors, some members of the NWC. If the NWC members head to court over the issue, they could have the dissolution returned, embarrass Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, and plunge the party into further crisis. But it appears that the president understands this and will not wait for such to happen. Prime Time gathered that Mr. President has reached out to governors of the states where NWC members hail from, requiring that the governors put pressure on the party officers not to seek redressing the matter in court or take further actions on the issue. Most NWC members are usually nominated by state chapter of their party before they are elected into NWC during the party convention. So, in most cases, the NWC members own some degree of loyalty to their state governors in the states where APC party rules. More so, they rely on the governors for privileges. Two of the sacked NWC members, one from the north and the other from the south, told Primetime they have reached a call from their state governors who told them to withdraw from any gathering that would take the NEC to court. The governors are clamoring on the president and on the neck of all NWC members. He wants them to talk to their officers that have been sacked from NWC not to embarrass the party any further and dip the party into any more crisis. Should this happen and they take the matter to court, he has charged the governors to make sure that no such things happen. It is too early to say whether they will obey and follow the directives of their state governors. Prime Times on Thursday night said the presidential spokesman Femi Adesina did not respond to any call that was passed to him with response to what's going on with APC NWC that has been dissolved and their decision to take the issue to court. But the state governors are taking heed to what President Muhammadu Buhari has said to them and are making sure that none of their members go to court. Well, my people, this is what is happening right now. They know that President Muhammadu Buhari knows that with the kind of what is going on in the country, it is a democratical setting. You can't just, impose things on people and just, let it be, and just say that is it and that's the final. We have the court system that can make sure that, people get justice. And what it is now is that after the decision of the NEC meeting yesterday, straight away, the Elad-led administration said, well, we are heading straight to court. We need to get to the bottom of this. It said, first of all, the NEC has broken the constitution and has not followed the constitution as it should be. First of all, it cited an instance where, according to the constitution, nobody can call the NEC, the meeting, apart from the chairman. And if the NEC meeting is to be called, it must be given a duration of 14 days for the meeting to occur. Apart from the 14 days, if it's going to occur again, and if it's a case of emergency, it has to be with a 7 days notice. And according to him, the person of Victor is not the chairman. According to him, he does not recognize Victor as the chairman. And he feels that the duration was too small, notice was too short. And as such, there is no reason why the meeting should be held. And it says so. The president, they've gone beyond what they should do. They've not done the right thing, and as such, they are heading to court. But guess what? The members of the NWC are put together by nomination from the state governors, where APC where APC governors are the ones in charge. So what happens is you suggest or you nominate somebody in your party that becomes a member of the National Working Committee. And during the convention, they are inaugurated into the meeting to take charge of what goes on in the affairs of the meeting. So what has happened is Buhari is trying to, quickly take charge of the situation and make sure that nobody raises their head or go to court. So what he's doing now is to make sure that he has spoken to the state governors to tell to his people nobody goes to court. First of all, for you to be nominated is by your state governor who has nominated you. So they are saying to you, your state governor will give you a call and tell you, you cannot take this matter to court. Don't join them to court. So these are the things he's putting in place to make sure that they do not take this matter to court at all. He's making sure that, APC stay as it is and the decision they have made is final. He said because this will further make the party go into more and more crisis, which they don't want. So he's trying to quickly, take care of the situation by making sure that, the people don't go to court. Anyway, my people, this is exactly what is going on. What do you think? Leave us a comment and subscribe. God bless you. Have a good day and bye for now.